Namaste. I'm back again. I've been really busy, but I really want to share this with you today. And I make no bones about it. I'm reading this off my computer, so listen to the the content, not the presentation. Okay. This is installment number 5, and it's called Dead Horses Can Talk. After my near-death experience, I slowly realized I had been profoundly changed on every level. Restored physical health, improved mental stability, yes. I was worse than I am now. Deepened empathy and unusual spiritual gifts. I was happy for everything but the spiritual gifts. They didn't fit into my narrow little conservative Christian worldview. Heck, did I get demon-possessed or something? Thank God that I found 1 Corinthians 12:1 and verses 4 through 11. Now about the gifts of the Spirit, brothers and sisters, I do not want you to be uninformed. There are different kinds of gifts, but the same Spirit distributes them. There are different kinds of service, but the same Lord. There are different kinds of working, but in all of them and in everyone, it is the same God at work. Now, to each one, the manifestation of the Spirit is given for the common good. To one, there is given through the Spirit a message of wisdom. To another, a message of knowledge by means of the same Spirit. To another, faith by the same Spirit. To another, gifts of healing by that one Spirit. To another, miraculous powers. To another, prophecy. To another, distinguishing between spirits. To another, speaking in different kinds of tongues. And to still another, the interpretation of tongues. All these are the work of the one and the same Spirit, and she distributes to each one as she determines. I added that part. I found a little pigeonhole to put my gift into that helped my mind not to explode. I had the calm assurance that this weird stuff that was happening to me was actually from God. Phew. I saw auras almost immediately after my near-death experience. No, they weren't all in colors, like most psychics. They were and still are in black and white, kind of like a reverse negative image. I went to the optometrist and found out that, in fact, I was not going blind. I talked to my pastor, and he promptly tried to cast the devil out of me. I would see emanations out of my friends' heads and tell them my perceptions. I freaked out a lot of people because they were always very accurate, scarily so. I eventually learned to share by asking leading questions, gently giving people the info without having to announce the source. We must be wise and kind in our approach to our psychic gifts. Usually, if someone's head is all lit up, they are in a positive frame of mind. And everyone has a unique general pattern with variations of intensities and size. If you see darkness, you know something's up. From my perspective, if I see on the person's right side the interference, it's an intellectual cognitive dissonance type of situation. Now, if it's on the left, it's emotional. Intellectual questions can be addressed almost immediately. Troubled emotional conundrums take more time. You must first meet the emotional needs, calm them down, let them talk, love them. No one hears anything when they are upset. Honestly, I have encountered individuals with so much darkness that I couldn't even see their faces. Unless absolutely necessary, I just leave those individuals alone. There may be a better time, later, or never. And if dark entities are involved, stay away or get reinforcements. At first, I was only able to be a crisis psychic. I couldn't control or focus my mind enough to tap into my gift. There would have to be an emergency, distress, or a person with complete readiness of spirit before anything would come to me. Now, my gifts were always there, but my ability to concentrate had not developed yet. I also have the biblical gift of mercy. When someone was hurt, in emotional pain, or there was a crisis, then boom, I got the whole picture. I knew what was wrong. I knew exactly what to say to be of real help. Excuse me. I am finally learning to step aside, trust spirit, show love, give comfort, and speak truth. Many times that truth is inconvenient. Oh well. Now, tarot was a lifesaver. Now, I had always been told that those fortune-telling cards are of the devil, amen. The universe always gives you what you need when you need it. Research is crucial when you have any questions. So, I looked up the history of the tarot deck. Primarily, my understanding is that they were concocted to teach the illiterate with pictures all the basic lessons of life. As you may not be aware, the major arcana cards illustrate the story of the happy-go-lucky, unaware fool who learns all his positive and sometimes painful life lessons. They are not really meant to tell the future. The true magic in the cards is what comes up. Spirit is always giving guidance. Yes, the cards predict a probable outcome of our situations, but we own every one of the cards. The information is given so we can make our own future and not the other way around. Well, then there were the dead people. I need to do a separate video of those experiences. Suffice it to say, the experiences were, for the most part, comforting and very positive. Please know that you are loved, remembered, and guided by those who have transitioned. Death is an illusion, and I know because I've been there. I will end with the eponymous dead horse. Horses are cool. Horses love their kind owners unconditionally. Horses and other animals reincarnate, learning life lessons and growing spiritually. They sometimes have unfinished business and desire to communicate with their people. I need to expand on this in a later video along with other animal stories because this one is already getting too long. Here is the short version. Molly, the name was changed to protect the innocent, dum-da-da-dum, dum-da-da-da-da. She got sick. The agonizing decision was made to euthanize her. The deed was done, and that should have been it. There was, in fact, a problem. Unknown to me, she kept showing up every day in her paddock. My friend was perplexed but shared this with no one. Molly came to me in a dream, informed me that she hadn't realized she was dead until now, and wanted to give her owner a message. From that moment, she crossed over, never being seen again. My friend became a believer after I delivered her message, especially since it was concerning things that only the two of them knew. What a wonderful, a little scary, enriching, expanding experience this has been. In addition, lucid dreaming has helped me more than I can express. Here and now, well, maybe in another video. I think this book is expanding, don't you? These gifts are taking me places I could never have imagined, and I am so grateful. Thank you for listening. Sharing these things with you is so good for my spiritual growth, as I am reinforcing my own life lessons. I really have something to share. Yay! It's grounding and hopefully of some benefit to you. I love you. Namaste.